how many
We're recording.
fucking Deftones fans there are in Edmonton.
Hit record.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you're ready, fella.
Arjun Roy just sent me a meme. You kidding me? He's supposed to be here.
Yeah.
he
He
doing?
thought Sunday. I was like, there's no way we can fit 6 people on. We can't fit 5 people on. The clapping episode.
Boop. Sup?
There it is.
Is that good enough? Good enough for me.
That was great.
Good enough for them.
That was good enough for me.
Brother.
Oh, brother.
Oh,
Bevin.
Chris.
Colin.
Cade.
The boys.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. Oh,
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
We got another fresh face here. Colin.
you.
Colin's here today. Thanks, Colin, for coming in.
Give it up.
We've
Give
got
it up.
applause.
Give it up.
We've got applause.
Everyone in the audience, give it up. Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Nice.
Now it's down
Wow.
to serious
Brass
business.
tacks.
Thank you for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
I'm taxing all your brass.
We got right into it. Like, no delay.
No.
We just went right to it, right? It's crazy how prepared it was.
We're so
Yeah.
on
Just
point.
right in.
here.
So prepared.
So I'm wearing 2 Deftones things. So we're going to do it.
It's time. You guys have been asking for
the
it.
holy pants.
It's happening. Let's divulge the Deftones first, and then we'll get to the holes in the crotch.
Okay, let's start there.
Because there's probably some connective tissue there.
Really, the only reason there's holes in any of my pants is because of the band Deftones. I enjoy every
Bam.
song that much.
Bam. He needs easy access.
I am Deftones' number 2 fan. After Chris.
Oh, we're tied.
We're
tied at 2.
We're tied at number 2.
I don't want to be number 1. The tip
Yeah.
of the spear, right?
Nobody
That's the
wants to
guy.
be number 1.
That's the guy they get rid
I
of.
am the
That's
Jeff
the guy they
Stone.
don't. That's the guy the band doesn't like.
Jeff
Number
Tones,
2
okay.
fans
am
are
the
like,
Jeff
that
Stone.
guy's cool.
Yeah, they're like, that guy probably has other, commitments in life and
Yeah.
gets other things done other
Yeah.
than just, collect hair from pedal boards after shows.
your groupies?
I have 30 of your Thetlet.
This one's got spit on it.
Oh man, I wish. On that note, maybe I told the story before, but I met them one time. There's a picture of me hanging out with them.
Yeah, just
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
out with the guys.
Yeah, just me.
Right.
Basically, it was just me hanging out. Nobody.
Just-
Wasn't
just
like a
me and the
VIP
guys.
group. It was just me. And I've never been fanboyed before, but I was pretty not very good at being a human at that moment. I was like, Abe, Abe, do you still play drums? Yeah, we're going on like in an hour.
Oh, that's cool.
Fuck. Just turn your back. Stupid.
I did that with Opeth too. I was just like, why did that come out of my mouth? That was stupid as hell.
Did you say that part out loud, or was that up top?
No, I didn't say you're stupid, but
Yeah. You're stupid. Why are you making me say this?
I didn't really
Your
say
handsome
much at
lips.
all. I was like, and then they're like, they kind of got weirded out, and they're like, all right, we'll see you guys later at the show. And I'm like, bye. I'm like, fuck.
Can I smell your groupie? That's sick. Yeah, what I seen them at was the Commodore in Vancouver. I'm pretty sure I did tell this story before, but it doesn't matter. That place is sick. If you've ever been to Vancouver
Super
and not
hip
been to the
venue.
Commodore, oof, you're missing out. That thing was closed for a bunch of years, and then got a bunch of money reinvested and kept. They brought it back to life. But I guess for all those years it was down, it was still making like top 10 lists of venues in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And like the layout is sick. It's designed for sound, so it's not just like a secondhand venue. It's first-hand venue, second-hand, whatever else they do there. Probably DJ foam parties or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I seen them with Dillinger Escape Plan.
Oh, killer.
What a
That's
crazy
awesome.
It
show.
was pretty sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
They did Passenger, which talking about. We're gonna just start getting some ideas up. If you don't recall, Kate, if you're unaware, Passenger has guest vocals on it with
Some guy
Maynard Keenan.
Yes.
Maynard James
I've heard
Keenan.
that. I've heard that Deftones song.
Okay, they did it with Dillinger Escape Plan. Their vocalist Greg Puciato.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better, worse.
At
would
the
you put
time,
that?
I was like, "This is way better than it should be."
Yeah.
It wasn't what it needed to be. No, it was exactly what it needed to be. But at first, you're like, "That's not the right sound."
That's not Maynard.
And then all of a sudden, you're like, "But this is sick as fuck."
Yeah.
Also, so
It's not better. It's not worse. It's just different.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original's still fantastic, but that was a pretty cool rendition. Yeah, it was a sick show. Got to meet them beforehand. They did a set, like a little what do you call it? Like mic check, sound setup.
Oh yeah.
Sound
For us,
sound check set.
Sound
So,
check.
sort of checking the sound out. Yeah.
Four or five tracks to like 10 of us, and we're just like a completely empty venue, just up against the front of the stage, going.
You're like, son.
That's amazing.
Hey, do you still play drums?
I have the sticks in my hand. No, I don't anymore. I give up. You're up.
We're
It was
revoking
sick.
your merch,
It was
actually.
sick. So info for the viewers at home of Deftones. They've been around. New metal band around for a bunch of years now. From Sacramento.
California.
Horny metal.
Chino Marino on vocals.
It's not new metal. It's horny metal. It's cum metal.
It is. Yeah, well,
Cum.
you're not wrong.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
You're
at
not
all.
wrong. There is a bunch of sex in those albums.
Brother, you can hear it. I think he's having sex when he's recording a lot of
What's
stuff.
that? That's not rips.
I think I could come. That's how Chino sounds to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it, but not all the time. I'll show myself out.
You know what, Napoleon? You can leave.
I feel like that's going to confuse you.
Yeah,
More than anything.
I was like, what?
Hang on a minute.
Yeah, so Chino Marino on vocals, Stephen Carpenter on guitars, low-tuned, extended scale guitars.
Yes.
I guess bass has changed a couple times now.
Just once.
Chi Chang,
Chi Chang, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Crazy good bass player.
Delgado,
How do you have a Chino and a Chi
I can't remember his
Chang?
name.
DJ Delgado.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's
Abe Cunningham on drums.
Yeah, what's the DJ?
They got a DJ as well.
He plays synths and stuff too. Yeah,
Sergio
Vega.
Vega.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
bass player. That's the new
Sergio
bass player.
Vega. I follow
DJ
the-
Delgado. I don't know that that's right.
I follow the. Oh no, it's not his real name on Instagram though. I follow their keyboard player on Instagram. He takes really good photos actually.
That's the guy I'm trying to name.
Yeah,
DJ Delgado. That can't be right.
It's close enough.
that's what we're gonna call him.
We'll go for it.
Yeah.
His name now.
That's why we're the number 2 fans. So.
Yeah, right? Got to keep one wrong fact in there to keep him
Humble.
number one.
Keep him humble.
But super sick, new metal, in a wave of like new metal at the time. They stood out.
Yeah, they were weird compared to the rest.
It wasn't.
Well, people love that now.
Their
Korn-
first
Korn
album
loved
was
it
like
like crazy.
super new metal. Like their first record was like Korn. kinda.
Adrenaline?
Yeah, and
I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan either.
No, my own or Around the Fur got so much
Yeah.
like
yeah.
definitively in their style.
That's when
that
they
it
really.
was.
Yeah,
It's more like
No takesies, backsies.
that drum line into Around the Fur.
come on.
Come on,
Come on.
We'll have to play that one.
Come
We'll have to
on.
play it. Yeah. So Deftones are sick.
Best band.
Best band. Do you want to go 3 favorite songs around the room?
How many times have you seen him?
Oof. I seen them. Oh fuck! I seen them one time in Edmonton for half a song.
Okay. That counts.
That was super dumb. That was the dumbest.
Yeah, you're telling me about that. I don't know if it was on the podcast. I don't
They
think so.
they opened up for Slipknot
Oh,
in Edmonton at Shaw. I'd never been there before. We showed up like an hour before the show, and you know how it like lines up the stairs and
Yeah.
then outside, and then it goes like in front of that hotel and down the street.
Yep.
Yep.
We were like kind of on the first chunk of sidewalk outside the conference center, and then hanging out. It's a good vibe in the crowd, and then we're going. You know, finally the crowd, the line starts moving. We're going down the stairs, and I can hear the bass line for "Change in the House of Flies." I'm like, oh, I know this. Why are they playing already? And then by the time we get to the bottom, they're not even checking people anymore. Everyone's just running through, and kick through the door, and I'm like, oh my god, it's so amazing. And then they're like, thank you, good night, and a ring out. And I was like,
Brutal.
dang.
nothing like driving 4 hours for that.
That hurts.
And then I seen them in Seattle.
equal shit.
Yeah. 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 And then
555, I'm fucking gay.
I don't know what you guys are doing, but I like it. Is that Slipknot?
That's
Slap
Yeah,
nuts.
I
Yep,
left
that's slap
immediately.
nuts, baby.
Yeah.
You guys
I
like
probably, I would have, if I was in your shoes and I saw all of Deftones, I would have watched all of Slipknot. But if I was there for what actually happened, I would have left too.
Yeah.
I would have been heaved.
I was ripping holes in every one of my pairs of pants. I was so mad. Oh my god, I'm out.
Get over here, crotch. Oh, fuck this place.
Pinch and fucking roll, boys. How many times I gotta say it?
Pinch and roll.
Pinch, roll, scratch, sniff.
Edmonton.
Yo, the
Edmonton.
sniff's an important
Hell
step.
yeah.
Edmonton. Then, so at that show, me and my cousin went, and we were like, well, whatever, man. Whenever they come close next, we're going no matter what.
Yeah.
And that's where Commodore Room VIP tickets came up. We were just like, doesn't matter. That's the closest they're coming. We're going there. And it was sick as fuck. And then Margaret and I went and seen them in Seattle at the White River Amphitheater outside.
Cool.
That one was pretty sick. That was with Thrice and
Damn.
Rise Against. We actually left
Oh.
before Rise Against was done, though.
Would have been a good show, man.
It was cool because at the time weed wasn't legal in Canada,
Right.
but it was there.
Right.
You could buy it, but you couldn't smoke it anywhere. So you'd be like, we were downtown, like Pike Place kind of area, and you can get weed right there with your credit card, which was interestingly new.
Right.
And there was nowhere to smoke it. But at the venue, it was sick as fuck. It was like everyone. It was a harmonious beauty. Yeah, right. The harmonious.
drink
That
that
guy
right in the
swallows, man. This guy swallows.
You got to teach me sometime.
Yeah, so the amphitheater's kind of set up. Think of like a baseball diamond, the stage at the center of it. The infield was all like had a roof kind of over it and seating, and then the outfield was all grass, kind of ramping up away from the stage. That was the unauthorized, unspoken, but agreed upon weed smoking area. So
Nice.
everybody goes out there, gets high, goes back into the other spot, and it was like, the most chill. Everyone got along. It was beautiful.
I love
Awesome.
open air.
I think that's it. I think it's those 3 times. 3 times. Long answer.
Word. I think I can already deduce which one was your favorite. So.
I've never
Which
seen
one?
Vancouver?
Yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah.
The other one had some fun to it too, though. On the way to that Seattle show, you drive through White River Reserve, I guess it's called, and it's the only place you can get fireworks in Seattle or in Washington, I should say. I guess is on reserves, and there was it was like Joe Dirt roadside fireworks stores, right?
You want to buy some fireworks out of my trunk?
But
Got
they
any
were,
Roman candles?
They were like stacked on top of each other. Like we got a car service to drive us there, and I was like, Margaret, what are we, rich? And then after I got high at the show and we couldn't have drove anywhere ever after,
Right.
he was like, this is the best idea you ever had.
Yeah.
Because it was July 3rd. Yeah, it was the day before Independence Day. Everyone was primed up for a pregame for the night of the 3rd.
Yeah.
So we go down there, playing Count the Fireworks stores. And on the way back, every single one of those parking lots was full of people setting off fireworks like crazy. It was just a gray haze. You couldn't see anything.
Just smoke.
I'm just like staring out the window, just like, oh, I'm sure glad I don't have to drive. You can't see a thing. You can't see 10 feet in front of the car. Like he drove. It took us 4 times as long to get home as it did there.
Oh, yeah.
It was insane.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Fireworks. Also, you can't drink booze at the strip clubs.
Oh,
Way to goddamn
that's
it.
weird.
Isn't it weird?
That is weird.
I'll
Where
take
am I
another. I'll take another juice box.
Where am I supposed to drink it?
Can I have another apple juice, please?
2 glasses
Thank
milk,
you.
please. Oh, never mind. Forget
And a
it.
stack of loonies. Loonies? What? Yeah.
What are those?
What about you? How many times have you seen them?
0. Can you believe it?
No.
Missed a lot of missed opportunities. Basically, before Craig Dahl, you're the only person I knew that didn't absolutely fucking hate Deftones.
Shout out Craig Dahl.
Like
Shout out
most of my
Craig
friends
Dahl.
think they're the worst band in the world.
What?
It's wild. Yeah,
There's so many worse bands.
I know.
True. It's
Yeah.
true.
I don't know. They just don't get it, man.
Independent third party.
They're not horny enough.
Worst band in the world.
Not
You could say.
Deftones.
All right.
All right. Sweet.
Not even close. You know, this is the worst band in the
Do you have
world.
an honorary one?
Slapnuts.
Oh, is that a band?
But yeah, never seen them. So like anytime I really wanted to go, I was like, I actually wanted to go to the Slipknot one because of Deftones, but all my other friends like
Or
didn't have-
metalheads.
just didn't work out. They didn't have any extra seats in the car or whatever. I didn't have a PlayStation.
You should have come with me, and you could have missed it entirely.
Yeah, would have been
There,
guys could
you
have
could
been
have been at
pissed
the show
together.
missing it.
would have been amazing.
Yeah.
Storm
Then
the
you,
gate.
you would have had to have bought in for Vancouver then at that point. So
True.
that was bonded in blood. Have you guys seen him? You ever seen him live?
Nope. Never seen the Deftones.
The Deftones.
Never
The
got my
Deftones.
def-toned.
Nope.
I got my def-toned in Vancouver.
What
and all I
is a
got was his hat.
Deftones?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a cool name.
What makes him sick? Bevin?
They're heavy as fuck sometimes. Most of the time. And when they're not, they're fucking cool. I don't know.
Ominous,
That's-
dark. I give a lot of it to that drumming style.
It's pretty, but it's also
It's super.
gritty.
It's
Quitty quitty.
I'm not gonna call it emo because it's not, but it's like all that kind of melancholy stuff from
Angsty.
the 80s that was like not in music anymore. I was like, oh, that's not cool. And they were kind of melting that in there, but it wasn't with synthesizers or anything. Well, not until later, but like, I don't know. It just had that kind of dark edginess, like The Cure and that kind of shit, which they obviously love.
Yeah. I mean,
And,
if you dig into, what's the
B-sides?
B-sides and rarities.
Yeah.
They do, If Only Tonight We Could Sleep.
Yeah, they do one or two Cure songs.
There's a bunch of great stuff. And,
And
they
then
do like
Morrissey, and they did fucking
No
they do-
Ordinary Love.
Yeah. I can't remember who did that.
Well,
yeah, like-
and it's sexy.
I love
it's
that
amazing.
song so much.
So, yeah, that's what's sick about them.
So they can flip flop like that.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Oh, they covered Say It Ain't So. Or was it Say It Ain't So?
was
They did
it?
a Weezer cover. Just for the Gen Z kids.
Right.
Brother.
Sorry, who?
But yeah, when I was learning, I was in a Deftones cover band with Craig Dahl.
Jeff Tones.
No, you weren't.
Yeah.
Were you called Jeff Tones?
We didn't, I don't
Really
even, we
trying.
didn't have a name yet.
Oh,
We only
man.
practiced once, but
Should we revive it? What did you? Are you both drummers?
yeah, I was playing guitar.
Oh, sick! And you had that sweet Stephen Carpenter signature.
Still have it.
Bev's guitar.
Bev's guitar.
Bev's
But learning these songs, I found that like Steph does ultra power chords. You know, it's all in drop, whatever. It's in a drop tuning, but then he does like that extra octave. So the fourth string down, 2 frets down.
So he's
Like,
yeah,
just like they're just
four.
like he does that all the time, and I think that really
Just-
makes it super thick and
sausage wavelength.
crunchy.
You're like, wow, that's a really thick song.
Yeah, because they're pretty
pinch and
easy
roll.
songs to learn, but they hit hard, dude. So, I mean, if you watch his Gear Gods video, it's incredible.
Rig rundown.
Rig rundown.
Rig rundown,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's just like,
Yep.
he's just like, so what do you use? You know, what do you use this amp? And he's like, I just thought it looked cool. That's pretty sweet. He's like, so, and then like literally, he's like, what about these straps? He's like, oh yeah, I use the DiMarzio clip locks or whatever. I just think they look sick, so that's why I use them. He's like, so why'd you put the EMGs two pickups
Close
in the middle
together.
position
Yeah.
and whatever? And he's like, I just thought it looked sick. And then same with the EMG pickups. I just love that flat look. I just thought it looked cool, so that's what everything was just it looked sick.
Yeah.
That's what happens when
It's
your
crazy.
band starts out as like you guys all just sold weed together, and then
Yeah.
you're like, "Wow, we can just play some songs."
And then it like goes to his switchboard, like his pedal board or whatever, and it just has like pictures, like little tiny pictures of vaginas.
I didn't know that.
Just hilarious.
Your entire thing is just based on aesthetic.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, the coming as hard as you
And
can.
it just
while you're
it
playing.
kind of humbles you because it's like, oh, this guy's not some guitar playing nerd. He just fucking plays because thinks it looks cool.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know.
Were they playing
It's cool.
Axe Effects then? Because I remember
Yeah.
seeing a rig rundown with that too, and he's
think-
like, "I don't know how any of it works."
So yeah, it
Yeah.
just sounds cool. We just loaded my like amp rig into it so I can take it on the road.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
It's like, ask my tech. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I
He
think
He
if
looks
you-
like he's like blitzed out
He's
of his
blitzed,
mind too the
yeah.
entire
All
time.
the-
His eyes don't open once. But yeah, they look cool.
I think it looks cool.
He has
can't
like
fucking
he has
tell.
like his own brand of like pipes or bongs or something like that.
Yeah, those guys have taken a almost Kiss level merchandising. They got booze.
It's cool
Yeah.
shit.
At their
though.
festival.
I had one
No
of their
wallet
beers.
chains. That's a
Are they
big
coming
missed
back?
up.
They got to be coming
That's a
back.
big
right?
missed
gotta be
op
coming
for
back.
sure.
Big missed up.
I need a wallet chain on
No.
every pair
There's
of pants.
no way. I guarantee you Google the internet for some Deftones wallet chain. It exists.
100%.
Yeah, you're
It
probably.
had
I would,
like
I
a-
would put money
You're
It had,
down.
the
probably-
cat, it had the
probably
cat
right.
on it. It had the little.
Every new metal band had big Janko jeans. Is that what they were called?
Yeah.
They had those, and you had a wallet chain.
Your dickies.
I need a pair of pants I could park 2 cars in. For sure.
You did, or you need?
I need
Yeah.
bad with like the little. You remember that bulldog graphic thing that was all over a whole bunch of clothes in the 90s? It was literally just a pouty bulldog with like his teeth hanging out right on the back of the leg. Come on.
Well, that's so weird. Isn't that weird?
It's a
You
patch.
find that weird?
It's weird.
That stuff is popular again. So there was like, I think you're talking.
What, am I weird?
Get our
think-
do-rag
no,
on, dude.
it's so.
I'm wearing a fucking do-rag, bro. Don't go to toe with me. Brother. I thought we were wearing do-rags.
Yeah, yeah, you did.
Boy, do I feel
You
cool.
sure did think that. No, it's sick. I think you're talking about. I want to say it's like Georgia college football.
I think he's attached to a brand or a team.
or it's like La Jolla.
La Jolla.
La Jolla's?
La Jolla's.
The Georgetown.
Oh.
I bet you that's it.
That's probably what I'm talking about. Because I had a pair of board shorts when I was a kid that had that bulldog on it, and I was like, yeah, that on all my clothes.
These are the coolest things.
literally.
There was that. There was the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Not Hunchback of Notre Dame. What was that school? Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
They were
Fighting
Fighting
Irish.
Irish.
The
Them
hun-
too.
the Hunchbacks.
There was like a few. There was a few college football, or college sport, I should say. I'd be lying if I totally got it right with football. But there was a bunch of them that were like cracked into clothing
Streetwear.
culture.
Yeah.
Like I want to say that there was even like a crossover. Like I seen like the Bugs Bunny and Tasmanian Devil wearing backwards clothes, and the backwards clothes were those like crossover.
There's layers to
world.
this one.
That is.
that it?
that's
Is that
literally it.
That's it.
No.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. That dog.
The
I
dog's
had
all
on a
just
pair of board shorts.
I'm a dog.
I want that on the crotch of a pair of
I'm
Jinkos.
a dog.
I'm a dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
George. Georgetown Hoyas. We got there, Jar.
Figured it out.
Thank you, Jarvis. You're a genius.
Thanks, Jarv.
That's our secret weapon.
I think he's gonna try and chuck it up there so that people can see it. Even.
oh, it's
You?
up.
Oh, deadly.
It's hooked.
Oh, it's
Okay,
up.
perfect. Yeah.
We're chucked.
We're chucked.
Can
We're
you pull
chucking.
up the Fighting Irish one while you're at it? Absolutely. We can have a look at that one too while we're getting distracted.
I got my tailors chucked.
At the same, I bet you did. I bet you did. I'm gonna search Deftones chain wallet too.
Got my hog
Got my
crank at
Chuck's
Chuck E.
tailored
Cheese.
at Converse.
At Converse, all I got was this lousy wallet chain. Yeah, that's
There
the
he
guy.
is.
That's Colin, I think.
Brother.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
That's you. If you were a sports team. That's Colin when he's dealing with someone he doesn't want to deal with.
Did he steal those fucking shoes from Aladdin? Like, look at that.
Goddamn
shoes.
elf shoes. Give a guy
I feel like
away.
you rocked a pair of those for a while.
Who?
You did, like a suede, dressy,
Banana shoe.
pointed toe
I like
shoe.
a pointed curve
Did
as
I?
much as the next guy.
Me too.
The world was jealous.
Oh,
pretty sure.
good. Yeah.
A gray suede.
Of course. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Fish
chain.
tacos are honking.
Well, are we getting another one of those?
We're not
samples?
getting exit yet, but like it's pre.
I can't even.
Oh, careful.
I can't do it. I broke
Careful. Those go way too close to people's faces.
I got pink butt.
We could just add some stickers on them so we can know that one's yours.
I think I got pink butt.
Okay, Deftones are awesome. Definitely chain wallets. Man, that was everywhere.
it. Chain wallets.
I wanted one so bad. It was sick.
I had a couple.
Actually, I had a Kiss Army one. I can't lie. I can't lie to you
I
guys.
certainly had one. It was security too. Top 3 songs? Is that
I
where we're
guess, yeah. If you got them loaded, if you're ready to go.
at? Do a round table. We'll all tell our top 3.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, all right.
In no particular order, in not necessarily top 3 fashion, but I'm gonna say Passenger is pretty huge up there for me. That one was super sick because it was really digging Tool at the time too. So you're like, what?
Worlds collide.
Yes. You've seen the Butcher. That
of course.
opening riff, pretty much all of Diamond Eyes was sick for that reason. Because how often do you get an album that late in the game that?
Hits.
Yeah,
That many times.
yeah. You know, that could have been from the last one we were chatting about,
2 in
about
a
a
row?
follow-up. It's not even in a row, though. That's the weirder part, is they were kind of like, there was a bit of this going on. You know, after Saturday Night Wrist, and then Prayers came out? Doesn't matter. A completely ignorable album came out at one point, and then Diamond Eyes. No, Diamond Eyes was after Saturday Night Wrist.
Yeah, Saturday, Diamond, Koino,
Koino Yokin.
then Gore.
That's the one with Prayers and triangles on it.
Yeah, that we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about
I
it.
don't.
Yeah.
I listened to that. I listened to half of it once.
My 3 favorite Deftones songs are
Yeah.
Prayers,
Honestly,
Triangles, and
They even hate it. They even said they didn't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened, but
There was no guitars. The drums were, it was like pop vocal mix.
yeah, it was just weird and bad.
Yeah.
And then Ohms. Fuck, there's some bangers on that one.
Ohms got me back into the Deftones.
Ohms rips.
So good.
Okay, hold on. I got one more to land in there. There's so many.
I got a top 3 for each album, dude.
I
it's
honestly do
really
too.
tough. So.
Digital Bath, I'm going to throw in there too, because that was one of the first kind of interesting drum beats I learned. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, other than Refused New Noise. Do you remember that track?
Yeah.
There's a breakdown and then a drum section in it. And I had this on VHS.
Whoa.
What? Hang on.
Video Hand Sword. That's what it's called.
Word. And what you put it in to play it? Sorry.
No, you swung it like a sword, and it would
Okay.
a video would trail behind it.
Okay, but
in
isn't there
in the sunlight?
a video recorder that you plug your sword into?
Cam recorder, not cum.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
my bad.
That's what you filmed really badly lit amateur porn on in the 90s.
Sorry to tangent like this, but why the fuck do you put a VHS in a VCR? That doesn't make any sense. What the fuck?
What does VCR stand for?
I have no idea.
Video cassette recorder.
What does VHS
Oh, yeah.
stand for?
Video Hand Sword. We covered that early
Okay.
on.
We've been over this, kid.
My
Oh,
bad,
yo,
my
high
bad,
five.
This went way too far off left field. Refused VHS, the music video. I rewound the section where they go to the drum breakdown to learn that part 100 times.
Just watching?
Just that one
Sick.
part. Just watching and listening. A little
Sick
bit.
drum
a
part.
little bit.
Dum, dum, kaka, boom, boom, kaka, boom, boom, kaka, dum, 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 kaka.
I think that's Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
Up, down.
That literally is. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da.
That's the one. Exactly. That's my 4th favorite Deftones song ever. Bruno Mars.
Uptown Funk.
24 karat.
Uptown Funk yourself.
Bevin, do you want to go before these guys go?
How much time you got?
Top 3, just throw them out there. And then later on, interrupt with other ones that should have
Yeah.
been in your top 3.
Man. I'll pick one from my favorite albums.
Do it.
Oh, I thought you were going to intro.
Continue.
Let's go White Pony. Let's go with... Fuck. I'll pick an underdog, I guess. Let's do...
Let's do this for
Let's do...
Is that helping at all?
What's that song called?
Don't do it.
Press
Don't
the
do it. You don't
trombone.
get to pick it if you have to take your phone out.
No,
for
I can't remember the name.
it doesn't matter. Then you can't pick it.
It's a one word.
Mine? Elite?
That's
Elite.
Enema by
Elite. Elite's one.
Center of the state.
Let's go,
Blink-182.
That's a song where it's so sick because the riff doesn't change, but just muting it a bit and then opening it up is like evolves the riff with nothing melodically.
Steph
changing.
is the god of playing something 3 strings
Yeah, single
and
note.
then playing it with 1 string
Or
later.
3 strings muted, and then
Yeah.
like staging it either up or down or whichever direction, and it works. You'll listen to it for 2 minutes straight. Sorry, continue.
Number 2 should we do?
Royal of Diamond Eyes.
Let's do.
His picks can't be your picks part 2. You're cheating.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you.
your
I'm
picks
sorry.
are my favorite, and so that's why
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not taking them.
Just a quick little reset there, okay? A quick little reset. As you're watching,
For our listeners at home, poop.
Let's do.
it's been too long. Sorry.
Let's do. Self-titled, I'll pick one. I like When Girls Telephone Boys. That's a great song. That part where it like changes key and everything. I guess it's a bridge because they come back at the end. Man, that
Anniversary
hits so
of an
hard.
uninteresting event.
Amazing.
Right. Carry on.
And then,
As you were.
every single song on Diamond Eyes. And then
I'm not putting all those on the playlist. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, we'll just.
you will put them on the playlist.
It feels like you might as well just put entire album.
Let's just throw all
You can put
everything.
Diamond Eyes on there.
You might
Let's
as well
put
just put Diamond
triangles.
Eyes.
Let's
What a dick.
Saturday Night Rest should go on there.
Let's go one of my favorite songs on it.
What song?
Go ahead.
No. After you.
I've totally blanked on the name of it.
Man, I can't remember either.
The problem is they have too many songs that are too good.
That
How
is
do you
the
keep?
problem.
How do you keep them all straight?
Problem. Nah, you're not.
There's too much to go through.
Okay, hold on. While he's looking, I'll tell you a hole in my crotch story.
Yeah,
So
tell
this one time, I was wearing coveralls. I was at work, and I had a hole in the crotch, and I didn't. It was summertime, and you don't wear clothes underneath your coveralls in summertime because it's just too hot. Anyway, I pulled some beanbag, my personal beanbag, through the hole.
Good disclaimer.
And then I was sitting in a data van. We were fracking, and I was sitting in a data van beside another guy like this, and there was another guy over here, and he was new, and I was like pulling at it. I'm like, oh, like stretching it a bit, and I'm like, oh fuck, it's adding gum, man. Who put gum on this seat? I'm like, there's hair in it, and he's looking at it, and he's just like, man, how did you get gum there? I'm like, it's my beanbag. And then he didn't like me ever.
No, what?
That guy worked
No
there for
way.
a couple of years. Another friend tried to put his beanbag on the guy's hat brim, and guy who was accosted visually
shit.
with nutsacks twice hated me more than beanbags on the brim of the hat.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, did you pick your?
That's a whole other podcast.
That's a whole other podcast,
We got a
isn't
lot
it?
to unpack there.
Third song, Bevin.
Do I have to pick just one more?
Pick two more.
Fuck.
Start
know
with
what?
picking one more.
You know what? With
Okay,
that attitude,
my-
pick 3 more.
My next top 3 is Risk. Because Risk is one of the best songs ever written. Now you've seen The Butcher. And man, I haven't listened to Koi in a long time, but there
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
Oof,
Oh my
man.
god.
You're not ready for it when the heavy comes in at the end because it's pretty chill the whole time. And most of the times, if you guys have noticed, Deftones albums kind of do this vibe, right? Where there's heavy and then it gets light. Sometimes it gets too light and you're like, come on. But that
Come
was
on,
what
man.
Koi no Yokin, you had to dig deep for those gems. But once you got them, you're like, you're rolling that album for a while in your car, and then all of a sudden you come across those parts and they hit so hard.
Was it Tempest? Is that one?
Oof. Tempest is good. The opening track, Leathers? No.
Leathers, yeah. That's
Leathers?
Yeah, that's so good. Oh, that's a good one. That was.
I got another top 3.
the-
These 3 songs that I'm playing right now. Let's
think
kick
it's-
to a
I
video
think
real
it's-
quick. You want to
live?
Oh my God.
have a look at one of the videos first?
See some
How about
live.
for you've seen The Butcher, since we both mentioned that as a top song?
Yeah, let's play that one.
I don't think these guys are going to have 3 songs to pick.
No.
What?
Butchers
yeah, we
are
do.
real.
Yeah.
2 tabs over.
Keep going.
One more.
One
You've
more.
seen The Butcher?
Boom.
No, there we go.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, it's not called Now. It's You've Seen the Butcher.
we got
Fake
there.
fans. We've got fake fans over here.
Fans, fake fans, fake fan alert, fake fans.
What are you talking
Poser
about? I
scene.
love the Deftones.
Jeff Tones.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Deftones.
Jeffrey Tom.
We got mutes on. Brah.
Oh, I see.
Whoa.
I see. Yeah, you got
On the player.
On the player, you got it muted there. Hit that little blue key.
It's okay. Get it.
Zip.
Oh,
The opening
zip,
riff
zip.
is important.
8 strings.
Yeah.
8
yeah,
strings,
yeah.
dude.
This is the beauty and the simplicity of it.
I like the quote from
Heavy breathing.
The Big Lebowski. 8-year-olds, dude. 8 strings, dude.
Yeah. 8 strings.
Yeah, that's a low E for sure.
Bow, bow.
I'm on a bit of a thaw
Jug,
kick
jug.
this week, so
That's a genre.
kinda.
For those of you who don't know, I didn't know. It's a genre. Yeah. That guy right there, I think, is a huge part of why they're so sick. That riff under just some boring, regular square drums, I don't know if it hits. Yeah.
I like that they rented the local public library for this. This is
Oh,
dope.
man, that was given to them. That's
a gift
Sacramento
from the city.
City Library.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They actually have a wing there.
Yeah.
A Deftones wing.
Yeah.
Just for
way.
Deftone concerts.
All the books are printed in heavier font.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn.
Bold Times New Roman.
Yeah. We got font jokes, people. Oh, see, look at girls again.
Ladies.
Wait a
They
minute.
show up at Deftones.
This
shows.
is NSFW, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta
you're
go
probably right.
downstairs.
Oh man, Chino in the white T-shirt though.
Can we
Yeah,
get some more
bro.
sweat
Let's
on
go.
Chino? Can I get a little more Chino
I
in
want
the
to see
sweat?
Steph in a bra.
Can we get a little more water on Chino, please?
I need Chino soaking wet to set ASAP.
You know, a guy's got dance moves, though.
He sure does. And you know what? They're just happy to be there. Having a grand time of it. They're making merry.
I'm just glad it looks
That's
cool.
that's the other thing is that they're singing about shit that other dudes do not sing about.
No.
This
Yeah.
is like this song's about what does it say? I want to watch the way you creep across my skull. But it's it's about having sex. But
Yeah. How many tracks are?
Out of Deftones?
Yeah.
98.74 is the number I'd give it.
Yep.
some of them are kind of cryptic or just like really kind of.
Like sex with dead girls.
Some of them are like
Wait.
Whoa.
I'm thinking mental cruelty.
We're getting a little far. You're thinking of Edge Sevenfold, actually.
You're
blood.
right.
Here it is.
You're right.
Here it is. It just was like super. This is the visual representation of this band. Started out just sweaty,
Now they're
sexual.
red.
Now it's cutthroat and
primal.
scary. Look at all that.
And they have
blood on the
marinara
guitar.
sauce everywhere. It's gonna
Yeah.
be a bitch to clean
I
up.
think this is the promo that they started for an Italian joint that they were opening.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that is marinara. sauce.
World's
I
best,
thought-
world's
You're
best
right.
matzo
I
snack.
thought this
It was
video was
called-
sponsored by Valentina Hot Sauce.
No, it was called.
No, if that's Valentina's, those guys are fucking fucked for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Rest of the week.
Hey, it's marinara sauce, bro. You get it where you get it. It's called Deftonios, and they are open 24/7.
You know, you got to be really comfortable in yourself to have that many hands touching you, like in that way. I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, no, it's not that big a deal.
I'd crack under pressure.
So it makes them the horniest band in the world.
That's facts for real.
It's a good band.
Yeah, I like we watched that whole video. That's
That
fun
was
too.
sick. But it's a short and sweet.
Yeah, I think they cut it down a bit.
That opening one is just Such a good time. Yeah. Okay. So you guys want to tell us your favorite Deftones songs?
You can pick one.
If I had to pick just one, probably Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
That is that's a good one. Yeah,
That is a good one.
call.
Yeah,
Good call. I can't believe that didn't make our
Actually,
list.
I think Bad Romance. If I had to pick, if it's just one Desert Island
That's-
type beat, probably.
Like Gaga, that's like one of the best songs ever written, dude.
I'm not saying it's not.
I totally elevated
I
a
wasn't
friendship
saying
with
it
a guy on that song.
Whoa,
Wink. We sang it together while loading an airplane.
It was a good romance.
Yeah,
That is a good romance.
that's the one. Oh yeah.
That's probably my favorite Deftones song if I had to pick.
Good Deftones song.
All right. Well,
Colin?
I'd probably have to pick Radiant City or Ohms. They're top two.
Ohms rips.
Off of Ohms.
Ohms was the first song that I
Hard Body album.
seriously listened to, and Colin showed it to me, and he said, I know you hate Deftones, but listen to this.
as a
I listened and I
Deftones,
said, okay, maybe I don't hate Deftones.
Before that album, I had listened to a singular Deftones song. And I went, man,
These guys are
leave it.
they're
whack.
kind of mid. They're all
These
right.
guys are weird.
what did you? What made Ohms hit?
The riff.
The
Just
riffs
way
and the
it
writing of it, yeah. Yeah.
That's such a cool lick.
That's a riff. Write it down.
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of thrash metally, but with a lot of their old school new metal roots to it.
Still get that
Thought that was
low,
cool.
dark feel, but it's faster and a little more energy.
So yeah, Urantia and then Error. Error is such a fucking Good song.
I think any of those, because if you sang that Ohms riff again, but you put blast beats underneath it, it's a different band, right? Obviously.
Totally.
But I think that's what made these cats hit so hard is that you have like very apparent Stuart Copeland Police drum beats underneath heavy riffs, and it works, man. It's so much. Nobody does it, or nobody did it until he did.
Yeah.
And then it was done.
And now
He was
it's-
like, I did
now
it.
it's over. No one can do it.
Is there change? Is that queued up?
Yep, it is too.
Yeah, play that.
that's
Play that. The drums.
Third in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice job.
Yeah, just play that. That's muted, by the way. But play.
I think they're all loading up muted.
They just know you have. Just need a plug.
Yeah, those guys hit.
Yeah,
That's it. Do you got De Los Deftones, though? That festival? We're going to go to that?
we're going to that next year. So if anybody wants to Venmo us a little extra scratch,
Feet pics on Patreon for top donors.
because we're going to this next year, you can hit play on that.
You can watch our feats at this festival.
They have their own festival. That's how sick they are.
Yeah, there's no way it's not a good time.
We're gonna stand out like white turkeys, but it's gonna
Like
be sick.
white ponies, even.
white ponies.
Whoa.
Nice.
I check could fit this whole ass.
I know you can. I don't really want to
Yeah, you do. Don't lie.
share how I know, but let's just say we were.
Let's just say the
in
rub
a
and tug
situation.
downstairs is a gopher.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. We're gonna check that out for sure.
You know the Deftones won a Grammy.
For what?
White Pony, best live rock performance.
But Chino can't sing live.
Rock? Yeah, he can. Shut up.
Got him. Fuck. Tone shifted in this room, guys.
All right, yeah. Let's switch gears here now before the bullshit starts.
Yeah, you can. Fuck you.
Oh shit!
You guys ready for a metal meme breakdown?
Metal.
This is Cade presents metal meme breakdown.
Oh, that's not gonna do.
That died.
What do you mean?
That's not gonna do.
It's gonna do. We're just gonna give it a second.
Oh, here it is.
That one felt good leaving the mitt, boys.
That was crisp coming out of the mitt.
Oh my gosh. Cade, you've curated quite the selection today.
Well,
And
apparently,
I helped.
just for reference, all my memes are too farty or too cummy or too shitty. So we
you
had to
put a-
compromise a little bit, guys.
Did you put on that boba one? You should have done it anyway.
should've
You
just
should have
done
been
it.
like,
just slipped it under the rug.
farts are funny.
Apologize
we got
later.
a couple ones today. One is from Colin. I had Colin bring his own meme, BYOM.
I did bring my own meme.
I told you BYOM. I meant bring your own mom, but whatever.
Is he gonna kick
so
it off first? Are you starting with that?
You
one?
leave my mom out of this.
we're gonna start with click click boom probably because that one's just awesome.
Let's go.
Let's take it away. Oh, we need audio.
Just click.
He has
Oh no!
Bottom
no!
right corner.
Oh
right.
no! It's
Bottom right.
ruined. All right.
All right,
One more
retry.
time.
Nice.
Like how much?
Banger.
How much nos do you have friggin' crank to hog?
Love junkyard tuners.
Opened her up just a little too wide.
a little too much.
keep rolling, or I'll
juice.
kill the audio on this end.
Let's go full bore.
And then these guys can tell us what's happening here and what's so cool about it.
Yeah, so if you're listening on Spotify, first of all, why aren't you watching? Come on, we're so pretty. You should
Is that
be
a
watching.
Taurus?
It looks
Oh,
like
it
a Ford
is.
Taurus. Maybe a Focus even.
Or could it even be an Escape?
Could be an Escape, but it's looks kind of small.
Yeah.
But bro's giving it the 250 shot, and
Yeah.
it doesn't go. It goes about as well
More
as you
like
could
the
expect
6,000.
it. He's using a vac tube hose. Like pretty much everything
It
that
goes between his legs.
pretty much everything that could
I
be
swear,
wrong is wrong.
He totally stole that off of his barbecue.
That's absolutely the connection from the barbecue.
threw his legs out the window.
And then, believe it or not, he threw a rod. Wow, crazy.
He tossed a rod.
So just classic.
Essentially, if you've never seen the Fast and Furious, this is what happened when Paul Walker blew up that
That's right.
that Evo.
Yeah, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly what his cockpit looked like at the time too, with
Yeah.
the hose running under his leg. And yeah, so this one's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Moving on.
What's your next one?
This
Next.
one comes to us from Colin Munroe. Absolute banger.
Absolute banger.
We keep getting new
This
angles.
one's a banger.
We
Thank you for
keep
sharing.
getting new angles. It's 23 years. We keep getting new
2024.
angles.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new angle has dropped.
So I think that's actually legit. I think that's real.
That's actually what happened.
yeah, because like
And everything else is propaganda.
It is, in fact, what really happened.
I think you
yeah,
guys are
because
What is it?
stationary jets will actually melt steel beams.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, the steel beams melt jets.
I just figured out. I just zoomed in far enough to see what was happening.
Yeah, so for those
Okay.
those
Now
of us
it's
on
funny.
Spotify,
Now it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colin,
Can I-
break it down.
Yeah,
for our
please,
listeners.
please tell us what
Give us
I
a
just
play-by-play.
fucking finally woke up to.
for those of you who can't see it, what Chris just realized is that it's in fact two Boeing jets situated vertically, so they're facing the sky, and a tower, perhaps half of a set of twins,
Tower 6 or
just
2.
hit-
I can't remember what
just hit the
number.
two planes.
Just,
I did not see this angle before.
Ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen, second tower has hit the planes.
Is there audio on this one?
I think
Yes.
just a
oh,
song.
it is muted.
It's
man.
pretty
It's-
good, though.
It's yeah.
Let's
it
not
help?
get totally
Does it help?
copyrighted out of here.
Yeah, we might.
Oh, gross.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's bad
It's just
romance.
bad pop,
Pretty good.
pop music. But
That one's good. I like that
All
one.
right, what do we got?
Thank you for that. I did not.
We're gonna skip.
you're welcome.
that one.
We're skipping that one.
skip
and
that
then
one.
We're gonna do.
Oh
yeah,
Chris hates it.
This one's courtesy of Bevin Booth.
This one has
This is a
sound
Bevin
too,
meme.
right?
This is a Bevin meme.
This one definitely.
This
has
one
sound.
definitely has sound.
It's on, Jarv. Oh, you turned it off. All right.
Oh my god.
Let's give that another play.
So this is the bathroom at Fred's.
One more time.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, that's not fair.
Fucking line cooks.
Those guys are definitely line cooks.
Absolutely line cooks.
All right, close it before we
The
die.
extra half a liter that he puts on his head while he's on the ground is just unfair.
That's a courtesy squirt. That's just to make sure he's lubed.
Was he pissing into a deep fryer? What's going on?
Just piss into a trough.
I miss those piss troughs. Used to have some camaraderie around
Yeah.
the piss trough.
What was the last piss trough you were at?
Fucking Kelsey's. You remember that place?
How many guys did you know there? How many guys did you know when you left?
0 when I went in.
I was at a place
A
in
few when I left.
I was at a place
Bro, nice bush. Holy fuck.
Holy hog,
We need to
brother.
help you fish that out.
Nice set of cans on you. Mama. I'm in the wrong
I can't remember the
bathroom.
place of the. I can't remember the name of the bar. It was in San Marcos, Texas.
Sure.
Fuck.
Cha-cha slide.
Just make it up.
Anyways, in the it's a really funny story. There's like a meme page called "Bathrooms with Threatening Auras,"
Yeah, I know the one.
and there's one picture of this like metal wall, and it just says "Piss here." And I sent it to my friend Rachel in Texas, and she's like, "You pissed here." And I'm like, "No way, what?" And she's like, "Yeah, we went to this bar," and I totally did. I was drunk.
Yeah.
But now that I remember, like it was just like this metal kind of grid that you walk onto, and you like can't see the bottom of it, and you just piss on the wall, and it just
Shit.
falls
The
down.
That's
best
fucking crazy.
Well,
You
the
got
only way
piss
that
feet now
could have
all
been
day.
better than that is that if that was just the door to the bathroom, where it's like,
just
this is where
pissed
you
on the
piss, and you're just like hanging a whiz on the front of it.
I was
like,
gonna say
no, not right here.
She's bold for assuming that you made it to the urinal. You probably were just letting her fly in the sink or in the garbage can or whatever's
yeah,
close.
it's on the table. Yeah.
Got a
It was
picture
I
under
think it
the
was called
table.
Zelix. I think the place was called Zelix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Threatening bathrooms. Threatening aura bathrooms.
Bathrooms
Bathrooms
with
with
threatening
threatening
auras.
auras.
I think it's a Twitter page too, actually.
It's amazing.
Find
Banger.
some on.
There's some fucked up looking.
Find something to link from that because that's to be shared.
I
with the
also
world.
next episode I think I'm gonna update us on shower food review. We're gonna see what he's revisiting.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Been a
What
while
about the
since we
Pokemon
talked.
Go?
We couldn't find it.
We
Rats.
scrounged.
We'll find it.
We'll
Rats.
find it within the week.
We got this.
It'll take us.
yeah.
It'll take us a couple of solid days to go through all the.
Probably 400
fucking
memes
we
in
send each
between that and now. So
Colin, you were the first one to
Good to
yell out
sift.
line cooks when that went down. I feel like there's something there.
those guys are fucking.
You ever
line
cook in a
cooks for
kitchen?
sure.
Kate actually was the first one to yell at line cooks. Because unlike Kate, I like to give due credit where due credit is due.
I throw my.
That's a
voice.
callback
Those are the
to
best
to
two
an early
credits to
podcast.
Oh yeah, and we got questions to answer from the last one too
do.
for you.
We do.
Okay, line cook. Did you line cook things?
I did. I worked at the Grand Prairie pub. I was hired as a prep cook. That's how it always starts.
Worked your way.
It's
to
always
the top.
where
That's how it always
Where's the Grand
starts.
Prairie
That's
pub?
how they get you. Exactly. You know the old trapper?
Is it because you guys pissed on each other all the time that it didn't work out?
Okay. Yeah.
Guys,
I was
Guys,
I
come
was
on, make a
stealing
sandwich.
bacon. It was too much bacon theft.
The
keep
cursed
getting pee on the
building.
bread.
No, actually, the owner didn't pay taxes, Corey,
Shout out Corey.
for 8 months.
Corey, you piece of shit.
And the government doesn't like when you do that, so they shut him down. But
I don't care
I was
if
a
your wife's a pizza.
I was a prep cook, so I was mostly cooking bacon, frying onions, frying mushrooms. Hence why I don't like mushrooms and onions so much. But yeah.
Dude, you got a disease.
And then eventually, yeah, it's called IBS. I be shitting, bro.
Yeah, you know how many troughs you fill up with IBS? It's your only
Jarvis, you're not
only
allowed to
bathroom
laugh.
receptacle.
What are you doing?
I'm pissing too. It's so mad.
I swear to God, I'm pissing.
Get your ass out of the
Riddle
trough.
me this, lib shart. There's liquid shit. Where's the solid piss?
Damn, there's liquid. I got a voice box. I don't know.
I breathe through a hole in my throat.
I breathed through a hole in my ass.
Yeah, he does. I can vouch.
Oh my.
Oh, brother.
So yeah,
Is it
being
hot
a,
in here or is it just
boy, oh my.
fucking hot in here?
Just hot in here.
being a line cook's a lot of piss. That's what I learned, basically.
Why are you wearing oversized shirts? Mine is slim.
Sorry.
Getting
just-
swole.
These chairs make
This is
me
my
look so
pump cover.
fat.
I gotta go get a pump. You know what I learned? The trick is half a rep.
Why?
Because you keep more muscles under tension for longer.
The
You're
trick
not
is
transferring to a different
half a
muscle
rep.
group.
So do half reps. You'll get huge.
But you have to do them
rats.
constantly. like all day.
What's your credibility in this? here?
Zitch.
All right, just checking.
What are we doing? What are we
Sizing
doing?
up.
Are we lost?
Sizing
You folks
up.
lost?
Did we?
We out of memes.
I think we're out. I think the clip's empty.
Yeah,
We'll have
the bladder's empty.
more next time.
You want to talk about the pedal show?
Yeah, we can talk about the pedal show.
Talk about what's
Who-
on your
Who are
shirt.
you?
It's on my shirt.
Who are you
I'm
wearing?
wearing that pedal show out of the UK.
Shout out Mick and
Shout out Mick, shout out Dan. They have a horn when they name drop.
Dan.
They honk.
Where did where'd you get the shirt?
My dad actually got it for me for Christmas
All you need is
last
fuzz.
year.
Yeah, ordered
Says-
it. Hey,
Yeah.
like that's commitment to a cause. If you're not tripping over it
Yeah.
to buy it, bring it home.
Yep.
That's love.
It is
That's
love.
love.
We quite enjoy it. It's just a couple of dudes talk about gear, tones. They really like fuzz, as do I. So,
As all men should.
as all guitar players should be. If you don't like fuzz, you're playing guitar wrong.
If you don't
I
like
eat
fuzz, you
I
need
eat
some on your
fuzz
nuts.
for breakfast, dude.
That's sick. That's mold,
It
bro.
hurts. It hurts. It's like fuck. Just
Dang.
my teeth are
Like
gone.
120 volts to the mouth every morning.
Do you have who are the guys? I've watched it a bit, and I don't recall a ton about it, but they certainly know a lot, and half decent players or better.
They do. Yeah, so it's a gentleman named Dan. He runs a company called the Gig Rig. They make pedalboard
boards.
switchers
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatnot. The G3, the Atom, pretty hip.
The Atom's super
He's also a phenomenal jazz guitar player. Fun fact. And then Mick is his friend, and I'm not sure what
He's the big-faced one, right?
Yeah, he always plays strats.
Mick's the guy who plays the most, but he can't play as well as Dan, I feel
He's he's got some really tasty blues
Shade.
stuff, and then Dan will play a
Love
little
you
bit.
both.
That's just it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
Super tasty. Lots of jazzy notes.
What's your favorite pedal?
I have to pick just one.
Yeah, you have to. I had to pick 7 Deftones songs, dude. It's
Top 17
impossible.
songs.
Pick a family and then pick your favorite in that family.
Family.
Whoa, let's go families all the way around. Modulation.
Modulation. Wow.
Let's start with the hardest one.
That is a hard
The
one.
diarrhea pedal, hands down.
I like chorus a lot. I like it just a
Chorus is a good
clean
one.
analog chorus that you can get a little bit of fatness out of.
On what? Guitar?
Yeah, on
Okay.
guitar.
Sorry.
Well, on anything,
I don't know.
really,
Fuck.
but mostly on guitar.
I'm a
I like chorus on bass.
flanger.
Bass chorus is cool.
I gotta find another F word that's not the F.
Phaser.
I'm a flanger fanatic. There we go.
There we go. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's the word.
You
that
like
out of
that,
his
man?
ass,
I am fucking incredible.
Flanger fanatic.
I like flanger.
I'm seconding his chorus, actually. I like it on bass. What is it, 46 and 2? The bass line at the start of that is dope as fuck. But it isn't until you turn a chorus on, and then you're like, whoa. I'm basically Mr. Chancellor.
It's like in 3D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It really
fucked.
is.
Yeah.
Modulation.
I'm gonna have to thirds the chorus.
You chose wrong, Bevin. You're voted off the island.
Yeah,
See ya.
Chorus.
I didn't pick chorus because
He picked it.
it's kind of the craft dinner.
Yo, what's with you calling me on these low-hanging fruits, man? Okay, sorry. My favorite modulation is fucking ring mod.
Ring mod.
Ring
Let's go.
mod. Let's go.
That's a good one.
Ringworm.
Lesser
That's a good
known.
one.
Lesser loved.
Yeah.
Name,
You can tune those.
Name your favorite tracks. 3 of your favorite tracks with ring modulation.
I don't even have
Animals
have
Leaders.
Poser.
There's a track, Animals Leaders track that has got it on it. It's pretty dope, but
There's some Joey Landreth, Brothers Landreth tracks that he
That's
he
true.
uses
Yeah.
his ring mod to play chords. I learned that on that pedal show. Yeah, dude. That pedal show.
relevant.
He talks about how you can play a note and it'll play like the 5th and the 7th if you set it properly. It's really cool.
So ring
I
mod
can't-
can be
I can't
valid.
emulate ring
Yeah.
mod.
I was
It's
saying
with
it
my
as a
mouth.
joke.
I've used it on production to like make just gross on top of something.
Yeah.
But never really used it guitar.
I find anytime I
effectively.
try to use it intelligently, I just sound like a fucking nightmare. It's not good. But
Yeah.
but hence setting it up properly, right? It all comes down to what you
Wait, twist.
The way you touch the knobs.
wiggle it.
Yep.
Twiddling knobs. Is there a chorus pedal in particular?
Chorus.
I like the analog chorus from MXR just because it's cheap and it's simple.
It does.
And I have
it does
the,
it.
I have
Does
the
it
black
does it
label
hard.
version, so I got a little bullseye on mine. I know exactly where to
That's
spit.
an L.
He's
You
dropping,
know what is an L?
He's
How-
dropping L's in the chat.
How fucking bright that LED is! Holy shit! Try to take my eye, my
MXR, quit
Retina.
putting blue LEDs.
it's great. It's great up.
I like that purple boss dimension.
The Dimension C, the
Dimension
purple
C.
rain pedal.
So cool.
Yeah, dude.
So good.
It's a great one.
It's
All
like
right,
a JC
next
120
next
in a pedal.
category. Time based overdrives. What do you want to do? How about you, guess? Why don't you
drive.
choose? Why don't you steer this shit?
Family?
Driver distortion.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna broaden it for you. I'm gonna make it real hard. Dirt boxes in general.
Dirt box.
Oh no, that makes it easier.
Does it?
Yeah.
No, because now we got fuzz in the mix.
Is that a
Yeah, but I don't fuzz.
Is a rat dirt?
Yep. Thinking
Enough said.
overdrive, distortion, fuzz.
Oh, all those dirty bitches.
HM2, baby.
HM2 boy. I see you're a man of culture as well.
Two, if you know me.
Nice clasp. Nice clasp. Oh yeah.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
Viewers at home, we just hit a gnarly dap.
I just.
If you have an HM2, raise your hand.
I just. I don't.
I
I
have
just
two.
ripped another whole.
If you have-
can I borrow one?
3.
If you
Yes, can
have
borrow
a
one.
Japanese HM2, raise your hand.
I have 2.
I
if
also
you
have
know me.
2.
You guys.
If you have a Taiwanese HM2 that is beat to shit, raise your hand. Yo. That's from. Mine's still.
Chris,
from
you
the
gotta buy an
90s.
HM2, my friend.
All right, I'm gonna
good.
borrow one
Sounds
off
good.
Cade. So the next time we hand raise,
counts.
I
Yeah.
will be with
You'll be one of us.
Yeah. We're talking about the Boss heavy metal pedal.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had one.
Black and
Probably
orange.
had a couple of them over the years.
I feel like anyone that was into heavy music and played guitar through the late 80s to 90s probably owned a heavy metal. at
Yeah,
some point.
that was the only way to get your Fender amp to sound like Metallica in 1994.
I bought the Metal Zone and the Metal Core just because I like the HM2 so much, and neither of those.
Metal Zone. That's the one I had.
Yeah.
Was that the
Yeah.
one where you had like concentric knobs and you could
Yeah.
EQ
Little
and you
tiny-
had you could choose your frequency?
Yep,
Metal Zone,
that's
yeah.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one I had.
And effects loop.
That was black with orange writing.
Yes.
Black with red.
Wow, it's
Agree to disagree.
Because the HM2 is
ochre.
orange.
It's burnt ochre,
Yeah. Thank you.
umber. It's
That's a compromise.
it's copper.
Quite the diplomat. part
Honorable
of you.
mention, the digital metalizer from Boss.
Oh, I've never tried that.
Those things are cool. There's a broken one somewhere in my family. I'd like to build it and fix it.
I don't ever use it, but I like that gray channel because it's got so many options, and I'm budget friendly.
Yeah.
I like to give
Well,
an
this is
honorable mention to the ZVEX Mastatron.
Yeah.
That thing is nasty.
Those things are wild.
But it's cool if you use it right.
I really like.
I want to honorable mention anyone who puts a gate in it.
Yes, heavy
Nisha, this
by
is for you.
Empress.
There's a gate
That
in the
is-
Mastatron.
That's an HM2 with a noise gate on the left side. It's fucking
Yeah.
insane. It's my
The
favorite.
heavy
And
from,
Empress
uh,
makes it. I like those
Empress.
guys.
Yeah.
Empress? Does a heavy?
Heavy Menace. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sick. Because there's the heavy, which was the first version. I don't know if that one had the gate.
Has a gate. Yep.
It does have a gate.
Does have a gate.
And the heavy Menace, I think, gives you 3 modes on top of that.
Yeah.
A gate, for those of us who aren't guitar nerds, just controls the amount of signal that's let through.
No, we can gatekeep this time. If you don't know what
They don't
a
have
gate
to know
does.
the secrets.
They
If
don't
you
need to
don't know
know.
what a gate does, you probably need a gate.
Boom.
I'm gonna say it.
Oh,
Boom.
shit. Ed Sheeran don't need a gate.
Yeah, he fucking needs a gate. Like, it needs to be hard on.
When
You can't hear him at all.
when you walk into the
Just kidding.
Nice.
Ed Sheeran,
Take
I love
that,
you.
Ed.
He's our next,
Honorable
He's our
mention?
next guest.
Plasma coil. That thing's cool. With a single coil going into it.
Yeah.
It's a cool pedal.
I don't know what the fuck
Not
that
super
is.
I
usable.
don't know what it is
The
either.
plasma pedal.
Did we make a bad choice here?
With
It's
the
their
little-
half of the show.
Don't
We
you-
did Deftones. They're going to do
Okay.
pedals.
I'll-
Yeah,
go
I'll
ahead.
give it- I'm
Plasma
sorry.
Carry
coil.
on, plasma
I'll
coil.
touch you with
It's
my
got a little.
sweaty hands.
It's got a little
Good
xenon.
touch.
It's got a little xenon chamber that it runs electricity through, and then you see.
Is it the one? What's the one you put
Liquid
into?
in?
Oh,
Yes.
that's the
that's the mini lab.
the mini bar.
mini bar.
It's the mini bar. Those things are
I
so
want to
sick.
come in it. I want to come in it.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
Of course.
Please come in it. Who bought that?
Cade's future ex-wife.
You don't know who bought it?
A regular customer in the store that buys lots of really good
think-
deals.
Oh, you know someone that owns one?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
had one come through the store.
All right, heads
None-
up,
none of us
guy
put
who won't
anything
be
in it.
named. Do not let Cade come to your house.
If,
You will not have the
if
same
I know
pedal
who
the
it is
next
who
day.
bought it, which I do know because you just told me, it'll come back.
It's gonna stink.
It'll come back.
Yeah.
It will come.
When I'm done
Back.
with it,
It's coming back.
it's
for
gonna
sure.
stink.
It's just the.
St-
It's like, listen to this.
Don't
listen
put
to
your
this track.
diarrhea pee in
It's
it.
the sound of Cade's unborn children. Thank you. That
Yeah.
that bit was less successful without the sound. Thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it. It's
Another-
got all mix, obviously, so it took a little while before you hear
I'm gonna
it.
put crow's blood
Yeah.
in it, and it'll just be like, ooh.
Just start summoning a demon. I'm into that.
Another,
that distorted so good. It sounded amazing.
I love that
Um,
clipping.
yeah, we have
Digital
some,
clipping.
We got some
Okay,
compressors on
time-based pedals.
Ooh. Line 6 DL4.
Oh, you can't. Like, I mean, that's.
it. Can't.
That's his MVP.
Specifically,
That's his MVP.
It's
specifically the stereo mode, so that you can instantly sound like U2.
it's the hammer and the wrench.
And
the
it's,
fucking,
It's the fucking Catalina
I had
wine
the
mixer.
It's the
fucking Catalina wine
wine
mixer.
mixer.
Catalina wine mixer.
100%. I had two of those on my pedal board at one time.
I aspire to one day own 2 of those.
That is dope.
I've had one since I was like
Get a
12.
Mark III, Mark IV.
I'm gonna have 4.
I used
They
one
actually
of
only
the,
made 2.
the sweet. Your stereo comment is sick too because you can. I use it as a splitter to
Right.
run 2 rigs at one point. I ran
Yeah.
out of that one into a TC effects rack that then octave down synth out to a bass amp
Yeah.
and would have like cool whatever guitar on this side and then that's cheap splitting my signal onto the other side.
Yeah.
And then I had one as just a looper and one with my stored. Well, okay, DL4. Let's dig into that.
Yeah.
What presets are we using? Because I know that there's like 2, 3 that I would just commit to
Yeah.
There's so many.
hard.
I think I've had
Yeah, there was a pile on there, but how many did you use?
I've had the same 3 presets on my DL4 since I was probably 17.
Yep, mine too.
Yeah. And that's the
Auto swell.
the auto swell, which is
So sick.
my number one favorite delay. If I had to pick one, the TC 2290 is what that's based off of. Old rack unit from the 80s.
Right.
That's what the DL4's
That's what the
auto
auto
swell mod
swell.
is? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Because you could set it up to automatically swell in so that you could play and it would be ducked.
Yeah,
Sorry, actually, I think they call that one the duck delay, but the auto swell does the same thing.
that was one of mine. I have one in that room. It's guaranteed. The first switch, A, if they're alphabetical,
ABC.
A is absolutely auto swell.
Yep.
And then B might be just a different auto swell, and then C is just a digital delay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's green, so that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great. You know what? There's one behind you.
Oh my god. I see it. I can
No
see
joke. There's one behind.
I
you.
love that
I
you
can see it.
You can tell when a guy has a
It's his little-
DL4 because you just see this green
Oh, it's a
monster from a
DL4.
distance, and you're like, this dude's lead parts are phenomenal.
The power supply could be upside down, and I don't see the label. I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah. Instantly recognized.
massive fucking
Yeah.
box.
What a pedal board hog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What an absolute hog.
You could fit 3 different Boss delay pedals on your board.
How many Strymon time machines? Is that their delay pedal?
Timeline.
Timelines? Yeah.
How many of those could you fit in that same form factor?
Two of them.
Sure.
And they have way more presets.
There is. It's
Yeah, we
honestly
can.
like infinite amount of presets.
You could get,
which
like, 200
which kinda
presets.
It's kind of a little intimidating.
You could
sometimes.
club a grown adult to death with the DL4.
Yeah, you
With,
absolutely could.
Uh,
And then
yeah.
go play a show, and it would sound better.
yeah.
Yeah. You can get in there with a soldering iron and somehow still
Should
not
have the
break it.
crickets going. Man.
Did
That
you ever
was-
mod
That
them?
was my promo
I've
for
not.
Line 6, actually. They're going to pay me for that ad, I bet you.
Nice. Well, they know that thing fucks.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why they released a new one
Absolutely. They do.
that looks like it's going to break.
I'm not bored. I'm just really fucking bored.
Okay. All right. Your turn. Favorite time bass pedal.
It would have to be. Yes. I don't know.
That one.
I love the Verbzilla.
That smells so
Verbzilla
good.
was my favorite. It was a reverb. Is that still time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
time bass.
Yeah.
You bet. Yeah.
Verbzilla I loved a lot. Is another Line 6 classic.
I never heard that one.
It had it had 5 or 6. Maybe not even. It had just a couple. Or was it only just one sound?
We're
I don't
referring to
remember.
the guy with the pedal.
But it had
pedal show shirt.
It was like the first. It was the first pedal where you could get that super high, like
Shimmer reverb?
shimmer octave reverb. That was the
That's
first one.
modulation on the end of a reverb, right? Like how
Yeah.
if you were gonna, if
It
I
was,
was signal chaining,
It was like an
creating-
eventide pitch shifter on the end of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. I loved like that Caverns has
Yeah.
it, and the slow
Yeah.
has it. The slow is kind of that's all it is a, or sorry, 1/3 of the pedal is a shimmer reverb.
Yeah.
But I think that's all it is like chorus flange maybe too on the end of your reverb tails.
Yep.
And
Yes.
Pretty much.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, they're
so
really
beautiful.
cool. I've been on the topic of the caverns. I've been debating getting rid of my DL4 and Blue Sky for Archery caverns.
I think I'm gonna get one of those.
Are you trying to just get a small pedal board going?
Yeah.
I think I'm.
Why
gonna
would you
buy
get rid
one
of those though? There's
He's not playing in church as much anymore.
yeah, but
That's
you
true.
Well,
Yep.
Well,
The
the
Keeley-
Blue Sky is just the wee little guy. So,
playing in
reverb.
church,
It's not
you
the
can't-
big
yeah.
Strymon.
I
You're
was
playing in
thinking
church.
a
You
big
have to play
one.
Strymon.
And the
right.
yeah, the
all right.
the verbs on the Keeley
They're
are way
not
better.
listening to us.
Yeah.
I can get way more verb and delay out of my Helix for church.
Playing
Okay.
Fortnite later. dude?
Yeah, bad No. Okay, I have a Big Sky. I love the Big Sky, but if you don't spend the time on those pedals, like Big Sky, Timeline, Volante, all of them, they're tough to crack. Like
They're paperweights.
You got to really spend like hours in there figuring out what you like
to
from it.
use 2 presets
Pretty much
every
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
just- the
love
price.
that kind of stuff, but I do not want to buy that kind of stuff anymore. At least.
It's so expensive for the fact that 90% of
So
people who
expensive.
have a Timeline or a Big Sky have like 4 presets tops that they've dialed
Yeah.
in, and that's all they use. So
Yeah.
they've essentially just paid $100 per preset for
I
the
like
Caverns
pedal.
does it for me.
I like
Does
having
both.
like an infinite
Yeah.
list that I can like save to because then I can have like my synth stuff separate from my bass stuff separate from guitar stuff. That is the handy side of it. But like I said, you have to spend time to do that. So that sucks.
I've had I've had a bunch of bought things because of their increased capabilities, like a tri-axis,
Neural DSP quad cortex.
a quad cortex,
way to dunk.
a Line 6 whatever that one was.
sold
Not a
it.
Helix, but the one down, the Pod Go.
Pod?
And then
yeah.
it's the same thing. It's the same effect as the Big Sky or any of these other ones where you got to dig into them. You start digging, you're like so pumped, and you make a sound, and you're like,
Sweet.
done.
That's all I'm using
You're like,
forever.
I can save 128 channels. I have one saved, and then I have one at the other end of the bank for something weird I did one time that I didn't want to get in the way of anything.
Yeah.
And I have those two things saved, and the
Gonna
rest
sit
of
here
it's
for
just
another day.
But now every time you go over that weird one that you did that you forgot about, you're like, what the fuck was I doing?
What
Why
level
did
was
I
it?
do that?
Yeah.
yeah. My TC rack unit that went with that Triaxis was like. There was a button you could hit that would go to from user to presets,
Right.
and it happened every time. You'd go to preset like the stock stuff, and it would just be the weirdest garbage. And you're like, how did I get here again? You hit like 17 switches, and you're like, all right,
There we go.
I need to just do a combo amp and
The G
overdrive
system, I
from
bet. Was it the big silver TC?
no, Arjun had that one. I had
Oh.
the budget friendly G major maybe or G something or other. It wasn't the big
You
monstrous
didn't
one. I
have
had
A minor.
The
I
big
had
whole hog.
I had a Boss MIDI switcher for it.
Nice.
Sick.
Favorite MIDI switcher?
So
Go.
sick.
MIDI mouse. Just kidding. You don't have it anymore because I have it and I've had it for 10 years.
What's that?
GFI
I'm just joking.
What's that Boss pedal switcher? That thing's sick as hell.
ES8.
Yeah.
That is the newest
FM5.
boss.
ES8 is that the one? It's got
ES5.
the 5 buttons and the screen on it.
That's the ES5.
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 The ES8 has 8 switches.
Get out! Shit.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck. That's. I'll never
right.
never use one of those, but I appreciate them so much for what they do.
Guys,
for,
you know, we
for
talked about this
stupid
before.
guitar players.
We said as soon as we got to MIDI controllers, we'd shut it down.
We did.
Really?
We made it.
If I start talking about MIDI, somebody cut my fucking head off. We'll have Colin back to talk more pedal gear.
Yeah, of course.
I'll bring show and tell next
Show
time.
and tell next time. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for
What we
listening.
do. So we made a podcast and it's fun on the podcast. But these lights make me have swamp ass in this room because of all the lights, because of the podcast. Because if we don't have the
Dude,
lights,
how do you
then you
know all
can't
the
see our
words?
face on the podcast because I wrote it.
Oh.
That suggests it was written.
Yeah, what's it? What? Behind the nut. It's a podcast.
What?
Behind the nut. It's a podcast. What? Behind the nut. It's a podcast.
Thanks, guys. Like, subscribe, send us money.
Behind the nut.
Wear your do-rags next time.